بسم الله الرحمن الرحیم. Salamun alaikum wa rahmatullah. What we have been discussing about before this session, we talked about the principles of the Shia beliefs. We talked about the Tawheed or oneness of God as a important and the most important principle in Shia view and Shia beliefs is the believing to the one God, oneness of God. Then we talked about the prophet, believing to the prophet, all prophets, and the last one is the Prophet Muhammad. The miracle of the Prophet Muhammad, we talked about the Qur'an, and we told that Shia believe to this Qur'an, the Qur'an that you see in the hands of all Muslims. Shia believe to this Qur'an, and without any alteration. We believe that there is no alteration in this Qur'an. Today, we will talk about the imamat, the problem of imamat or leadership. You know, this discussion is challenging discussion, and there are some debates and discussion among the Muslim here. Some Muslim believe to the imamat, some Muslim no. Imamat, what does it mean? Very easily we can say imamat means the successor of prophet who want to rule the society in worldly affair and spiritual affair. Then imam has two aspects: worldly affairs and spiritual affairs. An imam should lead society toward the perfection in these two aspects: worldly matter and spiritual matter. Imam is the successor of the prophet. Prophet, you know, is messenger of God. He is the perfect man, perfect being. Who can be as a successor for this man as a prophet? Who can be? The best one is the one who has been trained under the supervision of prophet. Who is he? Who is he? The successor of prophet is the most similar man to the prophet in his characteristics. The one who has been trained under the supervision of prophet. Who is he? No one can be as an imam except someone who has been trained under the supervision of prophet in his house. Ahlul Bayt. Ahlul Bayt means the household of the prophets. In the Quran, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala in different verses mention about the issue of imamat. I only bring 3 verses for you in this session, and if you want, you can refer to the detailed book for more understanding and more information. The first verse in Surah Baqarah, verse 124, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala mentioned the story of Prophet Ibrahim. Then Allah mentioned إِذِ ابْتَلَى إِبْرَاهِيمَ بِكَلِمَاتٍ مِّن رَبِّهِ فَأَتَمَّهُنَّ قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال عهدي الظالمين. It means that Ibrahim said to Allah briefly, "O Allah, you make me as an imam. After the many exams and many tests, Allah says, O Ibrahim, you are as an imam for the people. Ibrahim asked, وَمِن ذُرِّيَّتِي, whether my descendant can be imam or not. Allah responded, لا ينال أهدي الظالمين. It means that the unjust cannot be imam. It shows that, first of all, imam is very high position. After many tests, Ibrahim was appointed by God as an imam after many tests. It showed that this is the very high position. And second, unjust cannot be imam. Another verse, أَتِيُوا اللَّهَ وَأَتِيُوا الرَّسُولَ وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ. O people, you should obey Allah, obey the Prophet, and obey Ulil Amr. Allah, Prophet, Ulil Amr equal to each other. Then the Ulil Amr, Wali, Imam must be like the Prophet. And the last one, إِنَّمَا وَلِيُّكُمُ اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَيُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ وَهُمْ رَاكِعُونَ. Surah Ma'idah, verse 55, you can refer briefly. Allah mentioned that you should only obey Allah, His Prophet, and the man who maintain Salat, and during his Salat, he pays zakat. He gives donation to the poor one. And all the scholars, even Shia and non-Shia, mentioned that only Ali did this. These are some verses about the issue of imamat. Inshallah, in next session, we will continue this important discussion, and we will talk about the imamat through the narrations of the Prophet Muhammad. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.